Hi everyone, welcome to Dottable Mandalas. My name is Agnes. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's your first time doing any of our workshops, welcome. And I hope you enjoy dot painting as much as we enjoy it. It does become a little bit addicting, but it's great. It's a great addiction to have. Again, dot painting is very therapeutic, and I really hope that you feel the benefits of doing that during this video. So today you're going to be painting this spring flower rock. Again, you have 4 colors. If you ordered the set from me, great. If not, and you have your own, that's absolutely fine as well. I know we have download version, and then you also have a kit that you can purchase from us. So let's get to it. Enjoy. Hello everyone, welcome. Step number 1. We are going to be using our pink tool, and again, it doesn't matter which side you use. We're going to dip it in the green paint, and then we're going to dot down in the center of your stone. Now, your nubby shouldn't be there, but if the nubby gets in the way, just dot again. Okay, moving on to step number 2, we're going to use the green small side tool. We're going to dip it in the white paint, and then we're going to dot on the guidelines around the green dot. Now, the lines don't go all the way to the center, so make sure you just have a little bit of space from that center green dot and try to stay as close together as possible. You don't need to put it right on the tip of the guideline. It's just you're following the lines of the guideline. Okay, moving on to step number 3, we're going to use the green large side tool, and we're going to dip it in white paint again, and we're going to dot between the guidelines, but we're going to be behind step number 2 dots. So if you pay attention to the video, you'll see you're going in between the guidelines now, but you're right behind step number 2 dots. Okay, step number 4, we're going to use the navy tool. We're going to dip it in the pink paint, and we're going to dot on every other guideline behind the white dots. So if you pay attention to the video, it's in between, it's on the guideline, but you're doing it on every other guideline. So you should only have 6 dots. Step number 5, we're going to use the green small side tool, and we're going to dip in the white paint, and we're going to dot down behind the pink dots right on the guideline so it's nice and symmetrical. Number 6, we're going to use the blue large side tool. We're going to dip it in white paint, and we're going to dot down consecutively on one side, and then we're going to repeat for the other side. And then your dots should be getting smaller and smaller. This is called walking down your dots. So here we are, dotting down on the one side, dipping it in paint, and we're going to dot down on the other side. Wonderful. Hope you're enjoying it so far and everything's looking great. So step number 7, we're going to use the green small side tool. We're going to dip it in the pink paint, and then now we're going to do the same thing that we did in step number 5, but we're going to do it with the pink dots. So you're going to dot behind step number 4 dots, just a single dot all the way around. Okay, now we're moving on to swooshes. So pay attention to what I'm doing here, but we are going to be using the blue large side tool. We're going to be dipping it in the pink paint, and you're going to start from the top, which is the step number 7 dots, and we're going to drag the paint along the white dots. Okay, and then you're going to dip it in paint again, and you're going to repeat the process on the other side. Now, if you see what I'm doing here, I came back and I dragged it down further. This is why you need to use a lot of paint. But see how I'm kind of like dragging it out? So you might need to do the same as well. And just make sure you're using a good amount of paint. So you want to go ahead and do that all the way around. Okay, step number 9. We're going to be creating some more swooshes. So you're going to use the blue large side tool again. We're going to dip it in the coral paint this time. And then we're going to make a swoosh on both sides next to your pink swooshes. Now you'll see that I'm just doing it on the one side for now, and then I'll go back and do the other side. You can do both sides right away if you want, whatever works best for you. Hopefully your swooshes are coming along nicely. Don't beat yourself up if they're not. And there you go, your swooshes are done. Okay, now that we have the swooshes out of the way, let's move on to number 10. We're going to use our pink tool. We're going to dip it in the pink paint, and we're going to dot down on every other guideline. Okay, so we're on the lines and we're doing it on every other. So you're basically going in between the flowers. Step number 11, we're going to use the green small side tool. We're going to dip it in white paint, and we're going to dot down behind the pink dots on the guideline. Moving on to step number 12, we're going to use the blue large side tool. We're going to be dipping it in white paint, and we're going to dot down consecutively on one side and then repeat on the other side, same as you did in the previous steps. And don't forget to dip for each side. Number 13, we're going to use the green large side tool now. We're going to be dipping in white paint again, and we're going to dot down behind the step number 11 dots. We're basically doing another row of what we've done just in the previous steps. Step number 14, we're going to use the green small side tool. We're going to dip it in white paint, and we're going to dot down consecutively on both sides, creating another row. Mistakes like I just did, just grab your Q-tip and remove that last dot and do it again. The benefits of watching this video is you get to stop and pause it whenever you like. Okay, step number 15, we're going to use the purple tool. We're going to dip it in our coral paint. We're going to dot down in the center of the pink dots. Now you're only doing the center dots. You're not going to go on the outside yet. Okay, if you see I still have some bubbles in my outside dots, you probably have the same. You want to wait for them to dry a little bit longer, so you're only doing the inner dots. Okay, step number 16 and 17 here. Again, we're doing consecutive dotting, so that's why I combined the two. We're going to use the green large side tool. We're going to dip it in the pink paint, and we're going to make our single dots, and then we're going to switch it to the green small side tool, obviously using the pink paint, and then we're going to do our consecutive dotting on the side. So if you want to go ahead and do that and have some fun. Okay, step number 19 and 20. We're going to do some more consecutive dotting. We're going to use the green large side tool. We're going to dip in coral paint, and then we're going to dot down behind the pink dots. And then we're going to switch over to our green small side tool, dip in coral paint, and then we're going to do our consecutive dotting on both sides. Okay, step number 21. We're going to be making our stems. We're going to start with the purple tool. We're going to dip it in the green paint. Now we're going to dot down just as shown in my video. Okay, you're going to place a single dot. Then you're going to switch over to the blue large side tool. You're going to dip it in paint again. Okay, there I'm showing it's a blue large side tool. I'm going to dip it in the green, and you're just basically dragging the paint up towards the center. If you need to go over it again, like I do, just to make it a little bit thicker, then you may go ahead and do so. So you want to bring it right to that pink dot, and then you're just going to color in the sides to make it a teardrop or a raindrop, whichever. Okay, so you want to do probably like 2 dots at a time, and then you can do each one where you do the single dot and then you switch to the blue large side tool and do the dragging, but you can probably get away with doing 2 dots before it starts drying. Okay, have fun. Okay, step number 22 and 23. We are going to be using the green small side tool, and then we're going to dip it in white paint, and then we're going to dot down right below the green dots as you see in the video here. Once you're done that, then we're going to switch to the blue large side tool, and then we're going to dip it in white paint again, and then we're going to create swooshes on both sides of the green stems. So here you'll see that I'm going to switch it over to the blue large side tool so you get an idea of how I'm doing it. Lots of paint. And there you go. You're just going right to that bottom of the stem there. Lots of paint again, and then just drag it around. And there you have it. If you don't feel confident with your swooshes, if you don't like them, then you can certainly do dotting, consecutive dotting instead. Okay, hopefully that turned out all right for you. So moving along to step number 24, we're going to use the green small side tool. We're going to dip it in pink paint, and then we're going to dot at the tip. Then use the blue large side tool, and we're going to dot down consecutively on both sides. Okay, now grabbing your blue large side tool, we're going to do consecutive dotting. Dip it in pink paint. And just dotting right around your white swishes or your white dots if that's what you went with. I think either one would look fine. I myself enjoy doing the swishes. They can be a little bit challenging sometimes, or depending on the paint, not very cooperative. Okay, step number 25, we are going to be using the green small side tool. We're going to dip it in coral paint, and we're going to create 3 dots as shown in the photo. And remember to dip in paint for each dot. So we're kind of making a triangle. Okay, step number 26, we're going to use the blue large side tool. We're going to dip it in coral paint and we're going to dot consecutively on one side, then we're going to repeat for the other side. And in my brackets I have here, you will not have space to go all the way around, so go as far as you can. I have some space, you may not, yours might be spread out a little bit further. So I go in between mine, but if you're just stopping at those coral dots, that's absolutely fine. Okay, step number 27, we're going to use the green large side tool. We're going to dip it in white paint and we're going to dot over all the coral dots. Most of them should be dry. Try not to press too hard. Use more paint and just kind of touch the coral paint, and that should do it for you. Step 28, use the green small side tool or blue large side depending on the space that you have. You're going to dip it in green paint and starting below the pink dot, consecutively working towards the center. So if you pay attention to the video here, you're just going below that pink dot. I know my hand is covering it, I apologize. But you're just going to continue dotting along that space that you may have. If you don't have too much space, maybe just do a single dot, just depending. Okay, our final step, number 29. We're going to use the blue large side tool and we're basically putting leaves on our stems. We're going to dip in green paint. We're going to create a small stem swoosh on both sides of the green raindrop as shown. And you want to dip in paint for each side. And that is your final touches. I hope you enjoyed this video, the painting design. I hope you enjoyed it all. If it's your first time dot painting, welcome, and I hope you really enjoyed it to the point where you want to do more and more and more and more, like all of us. And then there are care instructions right below you did it. You want to wait at least, perhaps you don't need to wait 24 hours, but you want to wait a good little while for the paint to dry, and then you can wipe off the guidelines. They are chalk pencil. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.